Today I will do a presentation on three teaching strategies to promote successful intelligence in students. We will do that by solving system of equations by elimination method. My student is once again my brother Ryan. Today he will be a high school algebra student. That's kind of generally the class that would do something like this. So the three teaching strategies we will use will be memory-based instruction, varying methods to assess student learning, and then encouraging automaticity of information processing skills. So we'll start off this lesson today. Well, we're going to assume the student already has knowledge of the elimination method. We're not going to teach it all because it would take way too long to teach in this short of time on the video. So we'll start with a review of least common multiples because those are used in finding your solving your system. So what is the least common multiple of 5 and 7?
35.
Okay. How about 3 and 9?
9.
And 11 and 2?
22.
Good. So, looking over here now, I'll explain how to do the first problem we have up here, and then you can solve the second. So, the first thing we're going to do on this, we want to find out a way to make the coefficients of one of the variables the same so we can eliminate them. 6 and 3, the least common multiple of them is 6. So we're going to make these both 6s. This is already 6, so we'll leave the top row alone. We need to make this a 6 now, so we'll multiply the whole thing through by 2. Giving us a new equation of 6x plus 4y equals 20. Now we'll subtract, get rid of these, and then subtract 3y minus 4y gives you negative y, and 18 minus 20 equals negative 2. Then y equals 2. We'll plug that back into one of your original problems. Chose the bottom one, so it's now going to read 3x plus 2 times 2 equals 10. So that gives us 3x plus 4 equals 10. And subtract over the 4, gives you 3x equals 6. Divide by 3 gives you x equals 2. So your system of equations is 2, 2. Now next example, I'll let you tell me what we're going to do.
Multiply the top by 2 and the bottom by 3 so that the x coefficient on both is 6.
Perfect. So what do I write on this line?
6x plus 10y equals 34.
Okay, and on the bottom?
6x plus 21y equals 45.
Okay, what will I do first?
The x's cancel out, so you're left with like that. And 10y minus 21y is negative 11y. And 34 minus 45 is negative 11. And that leaves you with y equals 1.
Good.
And then you plug it back into the bottom equation, and you have 2x plus 7 equals 15.
Good.
Subtract over 15, 2x equals 8. And x equals 4. So the solution would be 4, 1.
Good work. All right, so now I will have you do, for our assessment here, instead of doing like a written test or something, we're going to have, if I had my class here, I'd have them write out a story problem based on what we learned today and then solve it for me, and I'd have them turn that in. So since we're short on time, he already wrote out the problem for me, and I'm going to have him read me the problem he made up, and we'll solve it on the board together.
So Jose has 11 coins totaling $2. Some coins are quarters and some are dimes. How many of each coin does he have?
All right, so what was your system of equations you made?
First equation is x plus y equals 11. The second equation is 0.25x plus 0.1y equals 2.
Good. All right, so what did you do first?
Multiply the bottom equation by 4, and you're left with x plus 0.4y equals 8.
Good. And what?
The x's cancel, so y minus 0.4y is 0.6y. 11 minus 8 is 3.
Okay.
So y equals 5.
Good.
And because he has a total of 11 coins, x has to be 6.
Good. So what's that mean? What does this mean then?
So he has 6 quarters and 5 dimes.
Good. All right. So now go over what we went over here. So pretty much by using the least common multiple practice, that was a way of memory-based instruction because we were trying to make it so you memorize the 5 and 7, for example. The least common multiple is 35. You want to make that become memorized automatic as soon as you see it. And then the varying methods used to assess student learning, we did that by giving him, instead of a written test, we had him write a story problem for his assignment. And then for the automaticity of information processing skills, you want to make it so your student can see a system of equations problem and automatically think to himself, I need to find the least common multiple of either the x coefficient or the y coefficient. So you kind of want to make it an automatic process. And that's all.